Hello and welcome back to Dukascopy TV. I'm Natty MacDonald. Russia's central bank widened the ruble's trading band yesterday, marking a huge leap since the devaluation of the ruble in 2008. The emerging market currency has experienced a rollercoaster of rides against the US dollar in recent weeks. I'm joined on the phone now by Alexei Pogorelov of Credit Suisse Moscow to discuss what's in store next for the ruble. Alexei, investors have criticised this move by the Russian central bank, claiming that it will lead to higher ruble volatility in the long run. Why has the central bank made this decision and why now?
Yeah, actually, indeed, the central bank widened the ruble band. Now it's 7 ruble width, and it provides us with much higher volatility. The reason why the central bank widens the band now is actually a good opportunity now. It makes sense to widen the band only when the ruble is trading in the middle of the central bank intervention corridor. In the middle of this corridor, the expectations are mostly neutral, and the central bank doesn't intervene. By widening the band, the central bank doesn't increase or influence any expectations of players in the tax market. The reason why it made this decision yesterday also was a favorable moment in terms of a tax period. So usually in the end of each month there is a heavy tax period and exporters are selling their tax revenues. So actually the ruble should be trading stronger, and the central bank expected the ruble to be trading in the middle of their corridor. So actually this week could have been a nice opportunity for the central bank to widen the band. But actually there is a lag. Nobody expected this reversal in global sentiment on Monday, and the ruble, of course, weakened. But overall, we think that the moment is extremely favorable.
Currency pricing is tightly linked to oil prices. We've already seen the ruble depreciate this week against the dollar as the price of Brent crude oil experienced a slip on Monday. Is this a trend that can work in the long term, however, given the volatility of the oil sector? And how does it impact your forecasts for the ruble US dollar?
Oil is indeed extremely important for the ruble and for the whole Russian economy. And the dependency is quite linear, and you know that the non-oil budget deficit widened from 4% in the middle of 2008 to about 11% of GDP in now. Actually, it was in June 2012. So this creates a high dependency of the budget on oil and gas revenues. Risk appetite and global sentiment is extremely important for the ruble, and from that perspective, ruble has always been trading at least 1 or 2 percentage points weaker than it should be in reality. With the oil price, if oil price stays above $95 per barrel by the year end, I think that federal budget is absolutely safe, and the ruble should be trading at about 32.5 against the dollar. If we see a further decline in oil prices below 90, the ruble should depreciate and will depreciate. So
do you feel, therefore, that the ruble is undervalued? In this current economic climate, is it a preferable instrument to the euro?
I think yes. Yes. Look at the interest rates. The majority of developed countries, they offer interest rates close to zero, while overnight interest rate in Russia is close to 6%, and during tax periods it's close to 7%. So if you trade currency on the basis of interest rates, it's the most preferred instrument. And given in the wake of the recent pickup in headline inflation, the central bank is now a little bit concerned about its neutral monetary policy stance, and would look for an option to probably hike some rates. So it creates another potential for a pickup in interest rates. And also there is an interesting thing in Russia. This capital flight is creating creates additional pressure on the banking sector and on the real sector of the economy, and interest rates keep going higher and higher. So from that point of view, ruble really represents a good value for any investors in terms of interest rate differential.
Alexei, thank you very much for your comments. For more information on the ruble, do head to the Dukascopy website. We'll be back tomorrow with exclusive interviews on the New Zealand Central Bank rate decision and UK GDP data. For now though, goodbye.